They stole $300. They robbed me. I'm about to call the police right now. How you gonna steal from me? How you gonna steal from me? I was tricked. I do not feel safe here. I am uncomfortable. This is about to get physical. There is a fight going on downstairs. There's a crackhead next door. I do not appreciate this at all. Hello, it's your girl Shay, and I got my hair did, girl.
Very good tea.
I'm gonna have that video up. I'm gonna edit it and upload that. But it is Halloween weekend. So I'm in a hotel room right now. Why, you may ask? My weekend got ruined, girl. My weekend got ruined. Halloween is my favorite time of year, and me and my girls, me and my friends, we were planning to get an Airbnb. Halloween is canceled this year because of, 19, okay? So it's a nice ass hotel room, but I'm gonna tell you why I'm here. Okay, so Halloween got canceled, so me and my friends, we're gonna book this Airbnb. We're just gonna take pictures, look cute, get dressed up in costume. We had everything planned, and 19 just ruined that, okay? Now, I booked an Airbnb, and I tried so hard to book an Airbnb, but I kept getting this message. So Airbnb has this new regulation thing where if you're under 30, you can't book an entire place to yourself on the weekend, especially Halloween weekend, especially booking an entire place and it being last minute, because the plans were for this weekend. So I booked an Airbnb for the 31st of October, which was the Saturday, and I was booking it since the Monday because I knew if I didn't get a spot, I would be really anxious and I needed to have these plans set. So after looking for some spots, I tried 7 times to book a spot, and it kept giving me this goddamn message. I was getting pissed off. So I Googled some solutions. Of course, Google came in clutch. I found a Reddit thread that told me that because I am under 30 and I'm trying to book an entire place for the weekend, it's of course Halloween weekend, that a lot of people have been getting this message and they're not letting people book Airbnbs, which sucks. So Reddit had said that a way to get around this was to book a hotel. Now, the problem with that is that I wanted like space. I wanted an entire place so we can all fit. It's not cramped. Like, I didn't just want a room, you know what I'm saying? I wanted a place. So what people on Airbnb have been doing is listing their listing under hotel or a hotel boutique, which is an entire house, but they advertise it as a hotel to get around this rule. So after looking at the different hotel rooms and noticing that they're all cramped, and I also, we ain't got no money up here, So I found this hotel boutique, and it was listed as, it's private, I have the entire place to myself. It was perfect. It would be perfect for me and my friends. Even the pictures on the listing made it look like I had an entire living room of some sort, or the entire floor of a building. At this point, I was desperate because I had tried 7 listings, I couldn't get a booking, and this was like a last resort. It wasn't the greatest living space, but it was doable. It was doable. This was my very first time using Airbnb, but I assumed something under the listing hotel boutique would be something similar to a hotel. You would have fresh towels, a working toilet, and everything would be sanitized, especially with 19 going on right now. Number 1. I get a phone call from a random number, and I'm like, I don't know who the hell this is. I don't answer random numbers like that. I get a text message from the number saying, hi, this is from the Sleep Inn, the Airbnb that you booked. Could you please call me back?
That's suspicious.
I bring him up right quick because I'm like, did you cancel my listing? What's going on? So I call him, and he said, hi, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. And he said, I have an issue. I said, what's your issue? Because we're going to have an issue together. What's going on? And he said that the previous person had to stay a little bit later. So my original check-in time of 3 p.m. will now be pushed back. Do I mind? I said, okay, no problem. I'm running errands in the city anyways. I'm with my friend. I can just stop by later. So what time were you thinking? He said, well, I have another issue. You sound like a magazine because you got hella issues. What's going on? He said that the previous person in that room clogged the toilet. You said what? So he clogged the toilet. Not only did he clog the toilet, he broke the toilet. That must have been some massive ass shit, because you busted up a toilet? Goddamn, you need to see a doctor.
That's weird.
So I said, well, listen, I booked this booking for 2 days, so I need to have a working toilet. Like, what am I gonna do? He said, okay, well, if you can come a little bit later. So originally I pushed back my time from 3 to 4. He said, if you can come a little bit later, I can have the toilet issue fixed. I can plumb it, I can fix it. I said, no problem. I said, what time? He said, 4:45. I said, bet, no problem. I'll be there, 4:45, right on the dot. I said, as long as you have that toilet working, we good. So at first, when he told me about this toilet issue, he said the toilet was flushing slow. I said, well, which is it? Is it clogged or is it flushing slow? Because those are two separate issues. One of which I can deal with, the other I can't. So he said to me, he's like, no, it's not flushing at all. It's completely clogged. I tried to plunge it, it's not working. I said, okay, what are we gonna do about this? Because I'm sleeping there for 2 days. If I don't have a working toilet, this ain't gonna work out. He said, well, we have a public toilet. First of all, that word don't even roll off the tongue properly. We have a public toilet that you can share with other guests. I said, yeah, well, that's gonna be a negative. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. I'm not paying $300 to share a toilet. I can just sleep at the mall? Yeah. He said, okay, no problem. He said, are you guys driving here? I said, yeah. He said, okay, usually I charge for parking. I went, usually? He said, don't worry, I'll waive the $15 fee because of the toilet. I said, that doesn't really equivalent. You're still gonna have to fix the toilet because we have issue. The parking thing wasn't even brought up in the listing. That wasn't even paid for because it wasn't even listed. And you're not supposed to be paying people things when it's not listed in the listing. That's called hustling. So of course, I get there right at 4:45, okay? I go in, I didn't even bring my bags in because I wanted to meet this person and I wanted to see what was up. I had looked up the listing and I saw that there had been complaints. So in September, it's October right now, in September, they said that a person came in, that the room wasn't ready for them. Another person had said that the place was dirty. Another person had said that they could hear snoring through the walls. So I'm a little concerned now because I'm thinking, hold up, I thought we booked the entire floor. So how am I hearing snoring through the walls? Is there people in the next room? Are you the one snoring? Like, what's good? So when I go meet him, I said, hey, I just have a couple questions. Number one, did you fix the toilet? He goes, no, I'm so sorry, I couldn't fix the toilet. I said, okay, so what am I gonna do? He said, you can use the public one. I said, okay, well, question number two, how many people are staying here? Because if I'm sharing a toilet, how many butts are gonna be on this toilet? He said there's 3 people there. I said, 3? Where? I thought I had the whole floor. What is this? He said, oh, you have a private room. I said, okay, number 1 red flag, that wasn't in the listing to have a private room. I booked a private floor. So he said, yeah, I'm gonna show you the rooms. There's 3 people there. I said, okay, who are they? He goes, well, it's young guys like you guys. And I said, okay, well, is it gonna be an issue of noise? Because I read on your listing that there was a complaint that you could hear through the walls. So is that still an issue? Because his response on that complaint was that he would be renovating. Keep in mind, this was in September. So I'm thinking, you must have renovated or solved this issue. I should have known that something was wrong when he looked at me like this. Yeah, no, it's not gonna be an issue. I went, you paused way too long on that. Sus.
That's suspicious.
So he said, yeah, it's not gonna be an issue. Oh, come on, I'm gonna show you a room. I said, sure, okay. We go up the stairs. So there's a hallway and then there's 3 rooms, okay? Now there's a room literally right across from me and then down the hall. So I'm thinking, how is this gonna work out? Because I thought they would be downstairs and I would be upstairs. I'm kind of confused. This man opens a door. Oh, I'm telling you, it was like Narnia. He opened the door. It was this close from hitting the bed. That is how small this room was, okay? Like, this is nothing compared to that. This is beautiful. This is an oasis, okay? So he opens the door, almost hits the bed. So I went, what is this? Tell me there's another doorway to another room. He's like, this is the room. I'm like, weird. I'm looking at the picture like, what? So he opens the door. Girl, oh my God. The dirtiness in this room. The dirtiness in this room. Oh my God. So he takes me to the bathroom. It's a little tiny bathroom. There's a shower in there. And then the toilet seat is pulled down, okay? So he's going over the rules. I'm looking at the room. I'm like, what is this? You know, I'm looking at my friend like, oh, this is not what I signed up for. So this guy leaves. He's all happy, you know, because he got my money. He got my 3 bills. He got my coin. And I'm just sitting there like, I am not happy about this. I completely forgot that the toilet was clogged and I went to flush it because there was literally toilet paper and in the toilet. So I flushed it and I forgot and the thing started bubbling. I screamed. I'm like, oh my God, it's gonna overflow. My friend was like, don't worry. We're just gonna close the toilet and make sure no one uses it. I'm like, how is that gonna work? Like, there's 4 people that are gonna be here. Somebody's gonna use the toilet and we're not all gonna go into the hallway. It's kind of sus. That was issue number 1. Number 2, I had to take a shower. The whole reason I got this Airbnb was so that I can go get ready, get into my costume, everything like that. So I get into the shower. This man had told me that he was sanitizing the place, but I'm like a germaphobe, so I brought my own Lysol wipes. I went to go clean everything, wipe it down, and I'm like, this is filthy. The shower looked like it had just been used, obviously because it had been just used, and it was just like soap scum on it. Like the bottom had like, I'm gonna put pictures because it's nasty. So I'm thinking like, okay, well, let me go see how the public washroom is looking. I don't know why I thought it would be better. Girl, it was not. So we go to the public bathroom. Oh my God. Thank God it is Halloween because this was a horror show. So of course now I have to shower. So I shower and I'm like this. I'm like, don't touch me. Nasty. I'm trying to get ready and like the bed sheets were just dirty. Like there's holes in the wall. He told me that he was renovating the place and I'm confused because the listing had said he was renovating before. So I'm like, how many renovations you doing? Like what? Okay. The place was filthy. It was disgusting. Okay. And honestly, the more I sat there and got ready and just thought about it and looked around, I was just not happy with this place. I felt tricked. And why am I paying 3 bills for this when I could be in a nice ass hotel like this, right? So I call my boy. I'm like, listen, I just got like bamboozled by Airbnb. He finessed the shit out of me. And he said, okay, well, just call Airbnb. I said, you can call? I didn't know that. So he said, yeah, go into your support, call them, and tell them what happened. I said, no problem. Tell me how, as I'm on the phone calling Airbnb, the owner and the other guest is arguing. They're arguing because that guy is drunk. He's trying to kick him out. It almost gets physical. They are screaming. Thank God I had the phone. Thank God I had the woman on the phone because she could hear it. And she was smart. She's like, I was quiet because I could hear the noise and I didn't want him to know you were on the phone with me. So if he said anything, I was just gonna pretend like I'm your girl, you know? So they're arguing while I'm on the phone. I'm like, listen, there's 3 men in this house and I'm a woman and I just feel really unsafe. This person's drunk. This person is yelling. They're having a fight. The place is dirty. It's 19, you know? She's like, I completely understand. She's like, okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna issue a whole refund and I'm gonna get you another place. So when she heard the yelling, she's like, I don't want to ask you this question. She's like, but did you hear it get physical? I said, oh, I don't know. Like it sounded like it was going to get physical. She said, okay, because if that's the case, I have to call 911. And I said, oh, okay, well, I'll let you know. Like you're on the phone with me, but I'm not going to get involved. So if they get physical, I'm sitting my ass up here. She said, I understand. I just have to know. So she transferred me over to customer support, told them the entire story, and honestly, I'm not too happy with how this went because customer support told me, can I message the host and explain these issues to him? I'm like, explain what? I have to explain that I don't want to hear you fighting with a drunk man downstairs. I don't want to explain that I want a properly plunged toilet in my room. I don't have to explain that I want a properly sanitized and clean room. I don't think I should have to say that. So I was a little upset because I'm like, well, I'm talking to you, customer support, because I don't want to talk to the host and I don't want to get into no conflict. I don't want no confrontation. I don't want no smoke. So she said, okay, I understand. I'll message him. I said, okay. She messages him. She's like, okay, I am not getting an answer. And I'm confused because the man is right downstairs. I know he has his phone because he told me he's available to talk 24/7. So I'm messaging this customer support and I'm sending her the pictures and I'm telling her that there's a man. It gets worse. The guy across from us, okay, is like some kind of crackhead or something. He keeps knocking on our door and leaving us gifts. So he asked my boy, he said, what do you do for work? And my friend's like, I'm a contractor. He leaves him a box of tools. I said, where did you get that? Okay, knocks on the door again, leaves us 2 pairs of women's pants. What? Then he knocks again, and this time my boy goes over, whatever he gave it back to him, and he said, listen, leave us alone, okay? While I'm on the phone with customer support, he knocks again. I'm like, listen, I'm getting really frustrated. She could hear him and it was just a mess. So by this point, it's around like 9 p.m. So I'm sitting here thinking, well, how am I gonna get an Airbnb tonight? Most hosts are not gonna be ready at this time of night for another person. So she's like, well, what we're gonna do is contact the host for you and try to get you like an emergency booking, or you can book a hotel and then we will reimburse you. So as the time is passing on and she's waiting for this host to answer, I'm thinking, this is stupid. Like, just give me my refund so I can get out of here. So I ended up booking a hotel without getting the refund. So I was thinking, as soon as I get the refund, but perfect, it's just gonna work out. But I was getting so anxious because I'm like, what if they don't refund the money? I'm gonna be robbed. So finally, I messaged her and I'm like, listen, I'm really not safe. They're yelling downstairs. It's about to get physical. Can you help me get out of here? I do not want to stay here tonight. So finally she said, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give the owner a half an hour time limit. If he doesn't answer in half an hour, then immediately I will cancel and I will refund you. I'm like, why am I waiting an additional half an hour? I've just been waiting hours for him to answer. There's no point. So we're getting frustrated. I booked the hotel regardless. So finally, of course, the host never answers. Of course, he knows what he did. He knows he bamboozled me and bamboozled me, whatever. He knows what he did. So they issued me a refund. I got the hell out of there. I snuck out. Oh my God. And I feel so bad because as we were leaving, another woman was coming in to sleep there. That means there was gonna be 4 sets of guests in this entire tiny ass place. And I'm telling you, you can hear someone coughing through the wall, coughing. That is disgusting. I can hear people talking. I can hear conversations. Like, that is just, I don't feel safe there. I don't feel comfortable, you know? So I snuck out. I don't even know if the owner knows that we left. He probably thought we were coming back. Honestly, it was such a bad situation and I honestly feel robbed. Take a look at these pictures. Would you stay here? Would you pay $300 to stay here? Or would you stay in a hotel like this for $300? Like, it's stupid. And you know, I know that this happens on Airbnb a lot because when I looked it up, a lot of places list their place as like a full home, or they list it as this nice listing, and then you get there and it's like crackhead central. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it so much to ask for a working toilet? No. So that's the story. I just want to come on here quick and let you know what's going on. I hope you guys had a happy Halloween. I'm probably gonna have this edited right quick and I'll put this video up so you can see. Other than that, on a positive note, I had a really great Halloween. I'm gonna put my costume up and put some videos and everything. It was real chill. I was a mummy this year. So I hope you guys had a good time. I hope you enjoyed this story and I hope you learned a lesson. Honestly, always check out the Airbnb first because that was horrible. It was very horrible. I'm traumatized. Oh my God. And if a crackhead knocks on your door, don't answer. Bye guys.